So this is the 14 I got from my dad in the mail the other day. This is it. Really nice. We're gonna go over some stuff about it. Well, this is the older one with the white handle, older spool. It's the brass chromed spool. Really nice, awesome. Got it for just under $400 with shipping. That's what I got it for. But I'm gonna talk about the line cap, the capacity. The older ones, on their manuals and stuff, they say they hold 750 yards of 130 pound mono and about just over 1100 yards, 1200 yards of 100 pound mono. But in reality, it probably holds about 800, 900, maybe 950 of 130 pound mono probably. That's what I think. I don't have a line counter when I spool my line, but it looks really nice. And the durability on these reels is amazing. I mean, these were made in the early 60s. That's when they started making the 14-aughts, was the early 60s when they started making them. That's what I think. I think they started making them in the early 60s, I believe. Might be earlier than that, but they discontinued them in 2007 when they converted them to the aluminum anodized spools. But yeah, and the weight is monstrous. Just the weight of it is monstrous, man. It weighs 137 ounces, and there's 16 ounces in a pound. That is heavy. But it's a monster reel. And the durability, man, you could throw this thing in the sand, you can beat it up, and it is still gonna work for many more years. This reel is, I think, one of them is made in the 70s, I believe. I'm not sure, don't hold me to it, but I believe it's made in the 70s. After the white handle, they started putting the black handles on. Before the white handles, they had like the wooden ones, or wooden looking ones. And this reel, I mean, it'll hold up forever. I mean, it'll probably hold for another 50 years if I take care of it right. I mean, you could just clean it out and keep re-cleaning. I mean, the rings, I mean, you can still get these outer rings and inner rings, and even the post, you can still get them brand new. You can still get those brand new. I mean, you can get new handles, obviously. I mean, they're not going to be the old ones like this, but they're going to be the newer ones. You can still get the screws. I'm not sure about the spool release. I know you can get the star drag brand new still. You get the drag washers brand new. The spool is hard to find, but if you find them, you can still get them brand new. I mean, if they stop making all the parts, I mean, you can get everything that's chromed. You can sandblast them, get them sandblasted lightly, take all the chrome off, and have them re-chrome plated. It's pretty easy. We have a shop here in Corpus that does it. If I remember. I mean, if you ask them, they'll probably do it for you. They do car parts mainly. But the drag on this, I'm not sure what the max drag on it is. But I think it's about 35 pounds of max drag, and you can upgrade it to about 50 pounds. I think they're called the smoothies drags. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I don't think you need that much drag. I love fighting the fish for a long fight. The only thing bad about fighting them for a long time, it wears a shark out, and it doesn't always revive and swim off and it dies. But the uses for this reel, you can tuna fish, marlin fish, of course shark fish. That's what it's famous for, shark fishing off the beach. I would recommend Penn series for the beach. They are much better in durability and will last you many more years than any other reel, in my opinion. They are my favorite series of reels, and they actually look like what a fisher reel is supposed to look like. Not like a Penn International or Avets, don't get me wrong, I love those reels, but nothing looks like a real reel than this. Like, this thing looks like what a reel's supposed to look like. I mean, it's just monster. And of course, the origin of where it's made is USA. Gotta be proud of that. Best parts are made from USA, so that's good. In the reel condition, since it is used, we'll talk about the condition. It doesn't have much pitting at all. It just lightly scratched. It's missing a screw head in this screw, but I could take that out real easy. All you do is unscrew this whole side right here, this whole plate, and you just unscrew this. You just twist it and it unscrews from that, and you just push it through. I've done it on many reels, like especially 4/0. They break off. The screws on 4/0 break off a lot, and 3/0. Possible mods. Really? Possible mods only? Maybe better star drag system, like better washers and stuff, like the smoothies, like I said. Different handle, like a power handle, like a bigger one, newer one. If you knew how, you could probably put 16/0 bars on here, cut the spool in half, and widen it, and get a 16/0 base plate and put it there. Shit, it might work. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool, though. Like that one dude who did it made a 32/0. That Mel Larson dude. I think he did it to a 14/0. I'm not sure. I think it might have been a 16. But yep, that's the 14/0 right there. Pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. It is one of the best reels in the world. And the gear ratio is 1:6:1 or something like that. But it only has 2 ball bearings. It is in spectacular shape. I already tore this thing down and re-greased it, took all the grease off. I'll show you how to field strip it and stuff, and then I'll show you another video on how to totally clean it. I got that coming tomorrow maybe, and I got my reel coming in tomorrow, my 14/0 with the aluminum anodized black spool. And that's it for this reel. Let me know what y'all think of it. Pretty cool. And here's the finished product with the reel on the rod I bought from my dad. Old Fenwick, that 130-pound class I showed y'all. Acro rollers, of course. Very nice. It is heavy because it is a Fenwick rod. Fenwick rods are notorious for being heavy. But yep. There it is. There's the whole rod and reel. It is monster. Well, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And you got any questions, let me know. Be happy to answer them. And one last thing. What'd you call it? Oh yeah, the rod braces. I'll be getting new ones. You can still get those and a new backing right here. But rod clamp. There you go. That's it for right there. Penn Senator 14/0.